Hey guys, David here, and we're playing Shinobi Story again. I know some of you are probably sick and tired of seeing me play Shinobi Story, but I'm kind of hooked, because who doesn't like a bunch of badass little 8-year-olds? Shout out to the dude who made the comment earlier. Here's the comment right here. Oh, I forgot people spawn here. That's a little bit of a problem. But there have been some recent changes made to the game that I think are noteworthy, I think should be displayed on my YouTube. Please, 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 no, bad. This is bad. Okay, but anyways, there's some changes to auto reflex, just the Akuma clan in general. That I've heard about that. I'm sure there are a bunch of other fixes too, but I haven't heard about them yet. I haven't checked the Trello just yet, so I'm gonna check that right now. Actually, just let me oof these guys real quick, and I'll get right to it. But basically, the changes to auto reflex is that auto reflex is no longer, I guess, permanent. It takes chakra per hit. I guess that was its intended functionality. But basically, you're allowed to take 5 hits at the cost of your chakra, and then that's it. And then you're just left without chakra, and you're left without auto reflex, which kind of screws you over, if I'm going to be honest. Alright, so they've made a handful of fixes, including a bunch of fixes to the water style tree, mainly the water style shark tree with twin bombs and whatnot. I don't know what the issue was there, but they fixed something. I personally don't give a crap about water style. It's the least played elemental style. Actually, I've only seen one person with water style in my entirety of playing the game. Only like 4 days, but bear with me here, okay? That says something. The fact that somebody has actually reported this and they worked on it means that they actually care about the game. Meaning, it's going to be a pretty high quality game. I'm guessing around, higher than Beyond. They're probably gonna do more than Beyond. They've already fixed a bunch of stuff that Beyond kind of messed up, including the Kekkei Genkai system. Yeah, I like what they did. Aside from the fact that you can change your clan, I do not agree with that at all. In real life, you can't just change your last name in your DNA. What? Ah! Oof! Right under my radar. But, oh well, I guess that's another issue. When they throw shuriken, it goes through walls, but I don't think they can really help that. I apologize, I'm still very sick. But, I guess I can just let you in on what it's like to be a B rank and some complaints that I have. The entirety of the exam system, not so much the force of death, but tune-in exams. I've heard a lot about those being really annoying. There's a bunch of servers that don't work when you get into them. It's basically just like a bracket. You join a server and it's a bunch of people waiting for more people to join, and sometimes it just doesn't fill up, which is unfortunate to say the least. But apparently they fixed that in the most recent patch, and now I don't know, tune-in exams work now. But getting exams are by far the most annoying in my experience. I know I haven't experienced as much as, say, the few A minuses on the server, but not on the server, but in the game. But the getting exams are extremely annoying because you're sitting there for hours waiting for yourself to get picked. I wish they. Oh, this mission's bugged. Oh well, at least I got it on video, I guess. But basically with this, yeah, I'm gonna go off on a tangent and explain why this mission is bugged. When you go over there and you come back, you know how there's supposed to be a return pad over here telling you where to drop your ninja? It's not there for me at all. I don't know why it's only me that gets this, but it's only me that gets it. Like, my friend Ishido, I'm not sure if I shot a video or a live stream with him, but it was one of the two. I was running missions with him, and there was a return pad here. ish, kind of. I don't know. And that's where you'd place the ninja. It's basically a glorified version of the rescue the animal mission. It's just with a person and bandits instead of bears. But you know, basically, when I brought the ninja all the way back over here to the spawn, there was no return pad, so I was kind of running around like a headless chicken trying to figure out where to put the damn ninja. Figuring out that I couldn't put him anywhere and expect to return to MMO. I've reported it multiple times and it has not shown up on the Trello, unfortunately. I believe I'm the only one that has run into this. But, oh well. What can you do? Of course, villager missions, as you've seen before, still happen here at B rank. Probably at A rank too. But yeah, okay. Going back to the Genin exams, you're waiting there for hours and hours and hours instead of a guaranteed system where, say, in every 5 matches, if you aren't picked and you are the one that's been there waiting for the longest, you get chosen. No, it's nothing like that. It's completely random. I believe the more wins you have, the more likely you are to get chosen. That's how it seems to have been. Personally, that just seems dumb to me, because then you have a bunch of people at 0 wins waiting around, going AFK. When they finally do get a chance to fight, they can't. Because they're AFK, and they get killed. And I've run into a handful of AFK people. Of course, I didn't spare them, because then I'd just be wasting my time. But it was a pain. It took me 3 hours to get all 5 of these. It took me a total of 5 hours. I stayed up all night on my weekend to get through the Genin exams. And that is not okay at all whatsoever. That is completely unacceptable. We can't have people waiting up all night just to get their exams done on a fictional game. I know some of you may be bringing up the argument, if you don't know the rules to the game, don't play. But this is just unfair on all accounts. Like, I've never run into somebody who is willing to sacrifice hours they could spend sleeping on a Roblox game. Besides myself, obviously, and my friend Ishido, who helped me through all that. That's pretty much it. It's unacceptable. It's the reason why exams are now permanently open. It's because it's just not okay to do. But, sorry about that. As you can tell, I feel very passionate about what's been going on. Because, well, it's kind of part of my job. But other than that, the exams are alright. One thing I don't really like is the fact that flak regenerates during the fight. And the timer for the fight is very short. Oftentimes you see somebody running into the exams so sure that they're going to win, and then they get lowered to half health with one combo. And then the dude literally runs away for the rest of the fight. Until the timer reaches 0, and it's a guaranteed victory for him. Of course, that too is completely unacceptable. Personally, I think it should be a 5-minute timer, per se. So it has to be done, otherwise you're going to be sitting there wasting everybody's time for longer, and everybody would be mad at you, I believe. A bunch of people would change their what in God's name? What? Oh my God, why? Why? Did he break my spot? What? Well, I have no words. Okay. But other than that, the getting exams are all right. Besides the timer and the waiting system, I personally think it should be a system where it's like sort of similar to the Beyond PvP system, where you stand in a side with somebody and Yeah, like in the little teleportation square things. You know what I'm talking about. Here's a picture of it. But, of course, that could be abused a lot. Where your friend would be resetting every time you do that. Or, who knows, you can, maybe 2v2s can be a thing. That'd probably be true and exclusive. Personally, I wouldn't be mad if this entire system just didn't exist, but it would be unfortunate for the system that's currently in place to stay in place, you know? Alright, before I go fight the bosses, I'm gonna just drag the villager over here. Another thing. Kunai are still incredibly broken by the bandits. They're either broken in a sense where they don't work, or they're broken in a sense that even with armor, if you take an entire combo, you're at half health. And by combo, I mean like all the shuriken that they throw at once. They're incredibly accurate, and they do a lot of damage. Of course, auto reflex does help us out a lot. Speaking of auto reflex, I believe that the dodges should cost less chakra to activate, because taking 5 hits is one combo and it takes forever to regenerate chakra. Basically, you'd be getting hit over and over again, and then when the combo ends, he dashes up in front of you and restarts the entire combo like nothing happened. Most people don't have fast reaction timing. Of course, myself, I have decent reaction time, so I'm able to pull up a guard before then. Before the unfortunate lot that do have slow reaction time, that's a problem. Oh wait, I only did 2. Oh man, whatever. I guess it saves time anyway. But I get asked a lot about Origin and closed community and all that. If you check my Discord roles on both server, you'll see that I'm not staff or closed community. I don't even play Origin. I play MMO. As seen here, obviously, you see here that I don't play Origin. Although if you want me to, I can start playing Origin for fun and whatnot, and then I can learn a bit about it and better answer your questions. But if you guys don't want me to, I'm just not going to do it because it takes more time in my day than I'd like to spare. I have other things to be doing than sitting on my computer playing Roblox, you feel me? But yeah, I'm going to be getting a job at my local Target. I know, meme. I'm only 16. I don't have many options. But this will probably allow me to do Game Pass reviews later on. If you guys are excited for that, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea what you guys think of the Game Passes. Except for one. The Clown Game Pass. Of course, people don't quite like this. I've only run into it once. And this dude was literally like flaunting it like it was some sort of prize. A lot of people were getting mad at him because he just kept spamming the emote. People were getting mad because he had the Game Pass and he was using it, which is, I personally, I don't get, but whatever happens, happens. It's not my say of like other people's opinions, but the general opinion seems to be that this emote is extremely toxic. I personally don't see why, as they're basically calling themselves a clown. Wait, what? I only did 2. What? Wait, am I tripping? What's happening? I'm not. Whatever. Alright. But as you can see, B missions aren't that different than C missions, except for the fact that one of the mission types are broken. Also, if you guys haven't noticed yet, I have wind, lightning, and fire as my element type, but I do have the earth fist jutsu, which I think is a pretty useful jutsu to have regardless, because it does that and it does some pretty decent damage to bosses. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. with the auto reflex. You use one jutsu, you're down a bar. Basically, you're sacrificing 2 of your dodges, which is not acceptable at all. But on top of that, you need to be able to substitute. You need to be able to substitute. So I say, if you're going to keep the 5 dodge rule, make it so it only takes half of your chakra. So the other 2 bars are for either jutsu or substitution. Because using all of your jutsu for an ability all Uchiha are supposed to have regardless is kind of really pointless in my opinion. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we're all using it wrong. I severely doubt that, but it's a possibility. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. As you can see, I can barely get 2 hits off before the boss starts ignoring the knockback with his guard up and starts hitting me. I'm sure nobody likes this because whenever I report the bugs for every here and now, I come across a lot of people spamming that's a problem. And I see nothing being done about it. It's not even in the upcoming logs, dude. There's nothing mentioned of it at all. It's really disappointing. Anyhow, they're taking a couple of good directions and they're making a bunch of mistakes, but you gotta remember, the developers are human too. They're not robots. They feel emotion, they make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. And wait, what? You auto? I guess that's another problem. Oh my god. Why does it take priority over guard? If you, oh my god. It makes no sense. Dude, this 16-year-old is more stupid than I am. That's saying something, dude. That's saying something. People who know me in real life know that's saying something. That's the best damage I could do to the boss right now. That's, oh my god. I guess that's okay because this is a boss battle. It's supposed to be challenging, but like, if you have something to do in the next 20 minutes per se, and you're just trying not to get killed by the boss, it's gonna drag. It's gonna drag. So at the end of the 20 minutes, you're only able to do 1 mission, whereas, say for D rank or C rank, you're able to do 2. Because there isn't 2 bosses. But oh well, that's just my opinion. But as for the Rinnegan, I severely doubt it's going to be an MMO. It just seems way too overpowered to be an MMO. It's either going to be extremely overpowered and very expensive, so everyone's going to complain it's going to get nerfed, or it just won't exist. But in Origin, paid Origin that is, because on the Trello, DNA mixing and eye stealing will be in paid Origin only, as shown here. It's just, ugh. It sounds like a giant headache. I personally don't understand the developers' train of thought when they were thinking about this. But, oh well, what can you do? Yes, let's take something very impossible to do in Roblox and add it to Roblox, yes. It's going to be a very buggy system, I'm telling you. It's probably going to delete a couple people's saves, and they're going to complain because they paid for it. You get what you paid for, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I know I keep saying other than that and but a lot. I kind of have a problem. I'm kind of addicted to these words. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I can just shout out my Akuma Discord now. Now that I basically went through all I want to talk about, If you couldn't already tell, I do own an Akuma Clan Discord, and that's basically going to be my main base of operations in Shinobi Story. A couple of my friends are already there, and they're going to be receiving admin positions fairly soon. If you guys do start joining up, I'm going to add reward systems and whatnot, giveaways and etc. once I get a job and start working. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to me. Pretty exciting for me, pretty exciting to me. I'm sure it's pretty exciting to my friends who are definitely going to abuse the giveaway system. But yeah, Shinobi Story seems to be coming along quite nicely. There are a bunch of kinks and errors that they need to work out, and some more explanation to what's going on. Beyond definitely pulled that off better with the explanations. But Shinobi Story is a pretty solid game. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 so far. But yeah, I'm gonna make a whole separate video about the Akuma Clan Discord, but that's once it's all set up and giveaways are announced and all that. Okay, I guess while I'm here, I'm going to suggest that either the villager gets sped up and there's like a GUI when you click on the villager, unarmed obviously, or walk up to him and press like E or something, that you can tell him to stop moving or tell him to stay on his guard so he doesn't like get slaughtered by shuriken and do nothing about it. Because that's extremely annoying. As you saw earlier, I kind of struggle with that from time to time. But you live and learn, don't you? But that pretty much wraps it up. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.